Hey there, fans. On this episode of Beltway 95 Sports, Dwayne Haskins decided to go clubbing after the Seahawks lost on this week's episode of Beltway 95 Sports.
First of all, I want to welcome.
Well, welcome back. Like I said again, Dwayne Haskins decides he wants to go clubbing right after a loss to Seattle. Now, after that game, I did a video on stop blaming Haskins for the faults of the team, and everybody want to blame Haskins for the issues with the team. I was afraid of the defense, everybody else. But now with this latest incident coming out today, where Haskins being seen at the club right after the loss, instead of being in that playbook and trying to learn everything, especially being Alex Smith being on the injured list so far. So hopefully Alex Smith can come back, and this team is giving Haskins, I guess, in my opinion, chance after chance, and he's still young. He's 23 years old, and he still has a lot of growing to do. But to not take this thing serious after he had the starting job this year, he loses it, and then Kyle Allen comes in, he gets injured, and then Alex Smith comes in and takes over, and then the team goes from being at the bottom of the worst division to now we talking possible playoffs. And now with 2 games left in the season, we got to win at least one of these games. And instead of him being in the playbook, like I said, I hate to criticize players because I'm not a player. I don't know what they go through, but being a fan and being with the Washington football team and looking at all the losing seasons and how all the fans pay their hard-earned money to sit at FedEx Field and watch a team that underperforms. A few years back, the Washington football team was giving tickets away for $4.99, and he still couldn't pack the stadium. It used to seat over 90,000, and then if you're a Washington football team fan, you know that Dan Snyder had eliminated some of the seats, so that way when they get television views, the television views don't pan all the way up. So it looks like it's a full stadium, but it's not. Nobody's paying to see this crap. And now with the pandemic, of course, there are no fans in the stands, of course, because of COVID-19. And then that's another issue with COVID. And the Washington football team has been one of the lucky teams not to have anybody on that COVID-19 reserve list, fortunately. But now with him being at the club with no mask on, and it's risky not only to himself, but to his teammates. And eventually it affects the fan base, because now, like I said, we got to win one of these last 2 games. Now the Giants face the Ravens this coming week of Sunday, and the Ravens have to win. So they're gonna put their full effort into that game. So I don't even see the Giants even competing in that game, like they lost last night against the Browns. So I just don't understand. Like I said, I'm not a player. Their culture is totally different. But for Haskins to put himself at this risk, knowing that all the criticism he has faced in the past, not taking the starting position seriously, and now to basically throw this chance away on, if you stay at home, if you want to go clubbing, I'm sure you have enough money. I'm sure you live in a mansion somewhere. Go clubbing at home, whatever. You don't need to go out in a club with no mask on, and possibly it's just, I don't understand, and I'm only talking as a fan perspective, but this news just came out after I did that Stop Blaming Haskins video, and now I kind of wish I'd have took that back now. But Haskins still young. He sent an apology on Twitter that, he's still young, he's still growing, and some kind of way he's going to kind of make this up. But I'm telling you now, if the Ravens are going to do what they got to do against the Giants, and if this team come out and lose, I think they have Carolina, if they go out and put on poor performance and Haskins going to be the starter, then I don't know what this team's going to do, because maybe Al Smith, if he can't start next week, maybe he'll start the last game. But we got to win one of these last games. And if Haskins put on poor performance next week, I think he's done. He's done. He'll eventually get another job somewhere, And if a team want to take another chance on him, who knows? But he's 23, and hopefully he'll learn from this situation. And I just, what do you guys think? What do you guys' thoughts and opinion? I always name this video "We Be Clubbing." That's it. I try to do a little bit of flavor in these videos here, and this is one of our sets, whatever, DMV. But Haskins, you got to grow up. I know you got all this money to go throw away, throw up in the club like that all night long, but stay in that playbook so we can get these wins and get into the playoffs. Guys, be safe, wear your mask, and see you on the next episode of Beltway 5 Sports. Thank you.